Welcome. In day 14, we're talking about how to end the cycle of comparing everything to anxiety all day, every day. Let's go.
Did we find it?
There it is!
Let's go. Good morning, warriors. It's a fantastic day to become more than anxiety. And today we're answering a question that I had repeatedly in my mind when I was suffering from anxiety. The question comes from Patty Gaffney, and she asks, Dennis, how can I stop making my whole life surrounding anxiety when I'm trying to heal? Even when things go well, I think of it in terms of how I handled my anxiety instead of just accepting that things just are. Now, it's so interesting because the first thing that comes to my mind is me. This is literally the woman version of who I was. I was consumed by anxiety. And whether that was a get-together or an event with other people, how's my anxiety? How am I doing? It was almost like a scale, like a rating scale, And throughout the situation, I would rate myself. After the situation, I would rate myself and how I communicated with people. So I was basically consumed, and so is Patty, consumed with anxiety. Now, there's a couple things we can do here. The first thing to understand is we need to dive into self-discovery. Worry served a purpose. It met needs for you, and you benefited from worry in different ways in your past. So, whatever the subconscious mind believes is right for you, and whatever it believes will further your survival, is what your default mode will be, is what your beliefs will be, is what your emotions will be. So if worry has gotten you this far in the eyes of the subconscious mind and body, then that is really what you're going to default to. So let's understand we have to do some self-discovery here based around worry and based around anxiety. We have to understand how to our survival brain and our emotional brain, maybe worry is essential, an essential way of going through each and every day. But there comes a point in people's life where they start to look beyond their feelings. They start to look beyond their instincts. They start to look beyond even their thoughts. So a little self-discovery and some detective work around worry would be the first step. The next step would be to verbalize your transition. Here's what I mean. Many people find that they need permission in order to heal. And they need to do that one thing towards that one person who contributed so greatly to their fears and worries. It was on the day where I imaginatively, which is what you must do, and behaviorally confronted certain people. And I told them what I needed to say to them. I released the suppressed emotion that was within me. I discharged the energy. I got and gave forgiveness. So these are authority figures from our past that still hold the key to our freedom. So you must confront these authority figures, first through your imagination, and going through the motions of what that conversation would look like. What would you hear? What would you feel? What would you even smell? Sometimes your authority figures smell. I don't know. But you want to verbalize your transition away from the beliefs that they held and gave to you. And you want to do it in a direct way, imaginatively. Then you want to confront them in real life. Very, very important. The next thing to stop being consumed by anxiety is to understand that this is an identity and core belief issue more than anything. You see a lot of people out there that look to change their behaviors. They look to start new habits. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to make this a daily thing for me every day. I'm going to commit to myself. Well, if your core beliefs and your identity don't change, then nothing changes. What I mean by identity is when you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror, what do you see? What do you feel? What sense do you get about yourself? Identity is who I am and what do I deserve. So at an unconscious level, if you believe you deserve to be punished, guess what's going to happen? If you believe that you are a worrywart, right, an identity, a personality, I worry about everything, and you verbalize this with other people all the time and people know you as a worrywart, then that will be the biggest roadblock on your healing towards anxiety. So let's understand that this is an identity and core beliefs issue more than anything. If you're changing behaviors without changing who you believe you are in your heart, nothing's going to change. Now, the next thing is to sacrifice. You must sacrifice anything and anyone that leads you to being this worryful, anxious person. You might have to sacrifice your job if there are, in fact, toxic people around you. You might have to sacrifice time with your family. You'll have to sacrifice the connection you hold with other people because they are quite negative as a personality. There are things that you must sacrifice, so you must make a list of things that you must sacrifice in order for you to prioritize you. So much of healing is just simply prioritizing us more. That's it. Prioritizing us more. A lot of people aren't willing to go there. They're getting distracted. The moment you do something for yourself, there's this voice in the back of your head that says, don't you have something else to do? You're wasting your time right now, right? And so you fall for that idea rather than bringing your attention back to you. So it's very important to recognize these things. And finally, you must master, and this is every single day, you must master 4 areas of your identity. You must master your thoughts. You must master your language with other people. You must master your actions and your imagination. These are 4 aspects that make up who you are and what you believe. Warrior, this is the key. This is the way. With all these videos, you want to make sure that you're taking notes. You're prioritizing you. And more than anything, you're setting a contract with yourself. This is one of the most important things I ever did. I set a contract, a 3-month contract. Nothing will get in the way. If I make less money, if I spend less time with my family, if I have to give up all these things, that's fine. But this is the plan, and this is what I'm going to be focusing on for 3 months until I meet with healing. And when I meet with healing, I'm not going to stop doing what's right. I'm going to continue on the healing path because when I change my inner world, everything else changes. My perceptions change and my energy affects other people. So it's very, very key that you commit to you. Remember this, be who you are, not who the world wants you to be. Warrior, I hope you're enjoying these videos. I know I am. If you have any other questions on the newest program, The Inner Circle, head on over to this website right here. And remember that you are more than anxiety.